Hi everybody! If you just cannot get enough of the ocean and you would much rather be at the beach right now, this mermaid tutorial is perfect for you. It just requires some root eyeshadows and a little creativity and a fishnet stocking. So if you'd like to see what I'm talking about, just keep watching. Okay, so the key component to this look and what makes it look so elaborate when it truly is not is fishnet stockings. And cut the bottom off if it has like a control top or kind of a band. So I cut off the band and then I cut just a section out. So I have this from a fishnet stocking. So for applying the color, you just need your eyeshadows. I'm going to use Mermaid Teal first, of course. I mean, it was pretty much made for a mermaid tutorial. And I'm going to use my Pretty Mist and a damp Pretty Blender, of course. So I put a little bit of Mermaid Teal on a palette. You can use a plate for this, whatever you have. And then I'm going to take my Pretty Blender, use the Pretty Mist, and really moisten the tip of it. So not only will this make sure that it has enough moisture to pick up color, but the Pretty Mist is going to really keep this on too. So right after that, we're going to dip it into the color. Make sure that you swirl it around and the end of your Pretty Blender is completely coated with our shadow of choice. It's going to look really scary, but this is really the magic of creating the mermaid. So I'm going to kind of want my scales coming down this way. I'm not going to bring them down too much below my cheekbones, so that's how far that I will bring my fishnet. So we'll go over your eyes, so you won't do your eye makeup just yet. It might smash your lashes a little bit, so it's kind of uncomfortable, but you will be able to open your eyes for this. So stretch it over and make sure that it's placed where you will be applying your scales. Okay, once you have your stocking in place, you're not going to want to move it around because what pattern is laid down is the pattern that's going to stay. So I'm going to hold on to it and I will zoom in so you can see this part in action. Okay, so I'm going to hold my stocking in place and start to stipple on the Mermaid Teal color. And you can pick up more color as necessary. Okay, for my next color I'm using Mojito, which is lighter, so I'm going to use the opposite end of the Pretty Blender. So I put Mojito on my palette, I wet my Pretty Blender with Pretty Mist, and I am just going to place the Mojito color more in highlight areas. Okay, for our last color I'm using Varsity Blue. Okay, the best part is revealing what we just did, taking it off. So very carefully grab your nylon, pull it over your head, and as you will see, we have left some scales on our face in a perfect fishy pattern. So I've zoomed you in so you can see exactly what they look like. Because we used that fishnet pattern, they are pretty perfectly formed. It was much, much easier than just manually drawing scales on, but it looks as though we spent a lot more time than we did. Okay, for the eye makeup, I'm going to use the same colors that we used to make our scales so that this look will be very cohesive. I'm first starting with Mojito and I'm going to place it on the inner corner. Now I'm going to apply Mermaid Teal. I'm going to wet my brush first with Pretty Mist because I do want this color to be more vivid. Plus I just love this color and it's especially really pretty when applied wet. I'm going to use Varsity Blue on my lower lash line with my flat line brush. And I want to add a little more shimmer, kind of a wet appearance on the inner corner. So I'm going to take Diamond Eyeshadow and just place a pop of that there. As you can see, it really brightens that up and catches the light. So for our lip color, I'm going to use that same flatline brush. I put a little bit of Pretty Booster in clear on my hand, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of that mermaid teal, mix up a lip color here. I'm just going to add a little highlight with a little bit of diamond on my finger, pressed in the center. You can do a little bit more drama by lining your waterline and your top lash line with the Pretty All Day Gel Eyeliner. So that's what I'm going to do just to really complete the look, and then of course we'll add mascara as well. And applying our 100% lash to top and bottom lashes, of course. Now if you want to be a full-on mermaid, and really who doesn't, why not color our eyebrows as well? I'm going to use the Pretty Booster in clear mixed with Varsity Blue and just coat my brows as much as I can. If you have light eyebrows, this will be a lot easier for you than it is for me. Wig. So I'm going to use a wig cap first. You could probably use a pantyhose cut off. So this is just going to hold my hair in. Make sure you have everything tucked up in there, and you don't want to cover up your scales too much, so be careful when you put that on. I hope you guys like this tutorial, and I know you can totally replicate it. All you need is a fishnet. It's really easy, so we'd love to see your recreations. Please show us on Instagram or Facebook, and we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.